Welcome, dear friends. We are discussing some concepts which are taught in physics at the junior college level. The topic I had chosen today is of units and dimensions. In physical world, often we use some units like centimeters, meters, kilometers, and so on to measure the length. To measure the weight, we use the units gram, kilograms, pound, and so on. So all these units, they can be quantified and classified in the form of four systems. One system is, as you see over here, it is CGS system. C for centimeter, G for gram, S for second. CGS system is centimeter, gram, second system. The other system is MKS system, where M is for meter, K is for kilogram, and S is for second. The third system is FPS system, which is foot is a length unit, pound is for mass, and second is the time unit. So foot, pound, and second system. But what is more important for us and which is commonly used is the system international or SI system. So we would be concentrating our attention on the fourth system of units, which is called as system international SI system. And often our units in while solving the problems or while discussing certain concepts would be mostly the system international units, SI system. We often come across certain quantities in physics, and those quantities are either fundamental quantities or derived quantities. So, what are fundamental quantities? The quantities which do not depend on any other physical quantity for their measurements are known as fundamental quantities. So, there are in all seven fundamental quantities. Length does not depend on any other quantity. Mass, it also doesn't depend on any other quantity. Similarly, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, and the amount of substance. These are the seven fundamental quantities. So the seven fundamental quantities and the seven fundamental units in the SI system of those quantities are the length is a physical quantity, its unit is meter, symbol is m. Mass is a physical quantity, its unit is kilogram, symbol is kg. Time is a physical quantity, its unit is second, symbol is s. Temperature is a physical quantity, unit is Kelvin, SI unit is Kelvin, symbol is K. Electric current, the unit is ampere, the symbol is capital A. Luminous intensity, the unit is candela, the symbol is CD. And the amount of substance is, the unit is mole, and the symbol is MOL. Okay, so these are the seven fundamental quantities. The all other quantities are derived from the fundamental quantities. So what are derived quantities? Derived quantities are the quantities which depend on any of or all of the seven fundamental quantities, on some of the seven fundamental quantities or all of the seven fundamental quantities. For example, if you take the derived quantity as area would depend on length. Okay, it is length into length. So area is a derived quantity, and its fundamental quantity is the length. Volume again is a derived quantity, and it depends on length. Density, which is a mass per unit volume, it depends on two fundamental quantities. One is the mass and other is the length, so on. So the derived quantities are area, volume, density, speed, acceleration, pressure, force, energy, frequency, power, voltage, and charge. So these are some of the derived quantities. Okay, so we should be clear on these derived quantities. We would often come across these quantities as we study the concepts. Okay, so now for the time being, you just remember these derived quantities. What are they? What are their names? What are their symbols? And what are the base units? Okay, so area is the derived quantity. Its symbol is A. It is square meters. Volume is V. It is cubic meter. Density is mass upon volume. symbol is rho, and it is kg per cubic meter. Mass for kg and cubic meter is for volume, this way. Okay, so this way we should remember the derived quantities. Okay, in the next class we would study another important concept which is known as the dimensional formula. Okay, so we would discuss the dimensional formulas for all these quantities like length, mass, time, the fundamental quantities as well as for the derived quantities. Okay, so bye for now, see you.